Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life. Question we're going to ask today is, whose illusion are you living? That's right. Whose illusion are you living? Because life is an illusion. The reason I say that is because if you buy into the premise that there's an infinite, and you buy into the premise that you are an expression of the infinite because the infinite has chosen to individualize itself as points of consciousness, which each of us are, then the pure connection to the infinite is one of pure balance and pure peace. But when we're not connected with the infinite, we don't feel that connection because we have a body, we've been given a body, and we've been given a mind, that everything that we create, we're responsible for. Now, here's our greatest challenge. Our greatest challenge is, are we going to consciously choose to create it? Or are we going to let the world around us create it for us? And that's where most of us are. We're letting the world around us create our life experience. Dana B says, I reread chapter 1 of your book. It's a chapter you want to read over and over and over again. Because if you don't formulate a really true definition of love that you believe, you will be influenced by the definition of love that people around us have created. And I'm just going to tell you, that definition doesn't seem to work. Just look at the world. Because in the idea of love, there can be no judgment. So let's go back to what I said earlier today, that there is an infinite, that's everything, right? And then it created us, points of consciousness out of it. And it is pure love. So if it is pure love, it doesn't judge itself. It can't judge itself. Now, let's take that a step further. Where does judgment come in? Judgment is a human quality. It's not a divine quality. So if we're coming from that pure connection, which is I'll call it the observer or the soul, whichever one you want to call it, it's your decision. There's no judgment. There is no self-judgment. And when there's no self-judgment, there's self-love. What is self-love? Self-love is self-acceptance. So the question then becomes, can you look in the mirror, look into your eyes and say, I'll use Dana as my example today. I, Dana, accept myself just as I am. And I accept that just as I am is perfect in this moment. That, my friends, is love. You can't love someone else. You won't be able to accept someone else until you accept yourself. The degree that you can love someone else is the degree that you love yourself. That's why all love starts with you. All love starts with self-love. It can't begin any other place. It's not possible. But we're taught, no, that's selfish. No, it's selfless. I love that. I love that. When you get this, you realize the best investment you ever make is the investment you invest in yourself, the discovery of your truth. That's right. Having a lucid dream can be beneficial. I agree with that. Also, intention is critical behind everything. And because when the intention is there and you have a vivid visualization of something, and here's a key thing, not just a vivid visualization, but you feel the visualization. You've got to lock it in with the feeling, what you visualize, what you speak, what you think. Oh, wow. Now we're talking about conscious creation. That's the process. But most people, we have been numbed down so much, we don't feel anymore. And sometimes people say, I feel depressed, I feel anger, I feel anxious. Bless it. Give thanks for that, because it means you still feel. You're not numbed out now. You have these feelings. Okay, let's use them to our advantage. And the advantage is, if you're feeling depressed, anxious, anxiety, anger, whatever it might be, that feeling's telling you you're off your path. When you're having feelings of joy, of hope, of ecstasy, whatever it might be, that's telling you you're on your path. You see, that's what our emotions and feelings are there to do. They tell us where we are on the journey. That's all they are. They're signposts. They're signals. Let's just use I've never used this before. Let's use the traffic light. Red, negative feelings tell you you're off the path. It means stop, start again. Green tells you your feelings are on the path. That means keep going. Yellow is the point in between. Yellow is the point where you're connected to the infinite and oneness, where there's no negative feeling and there's no positive feeling. Just pure peace, pure nothingness. What'd you think of that, gang? I've never thought of the stop sign analogy before. That just juiced me. Look at that. I am just on fire with that. My God, the universe will give you new ways of explaining things, of looking at things. All you got to do is be open. Because I'm sitting here and I said, why does stop sign come into my mind? And I just started talking and it all unfolded. Exactly. It's your interpretation. But your interpretation comes from what we taught yesterday in our workshop. What are your top values? Because your top values tell you what's really important. They create your perception. But here's the problem. Most people don't know what their top values are. So the perception they have is a perception they've adopted because they bought into the illusion that someone else knows what's right for them. This stuff just keeps coming back, keeps coming around. It's a circle. Yeah, I love that, Richard. Bob Newhart. If you haven't seen the little skit on YouTube, go to YouTube and put Stop It scene with Bob Newhart. My God. He's a psychologist. He gives you 5 minutes for $5. And when he's done, he says, stop it. No matter what your problem is, stop it. And it's dead on. I use that when I'm coaching and spiritually counseling people all the time. They get really frustrated with me. I said, stop telling your negative story. I don't want to hear your negative story. Tell me what you want. If you had to choose one thing to change your life, what would it be? Even if you don't mind at all, with anything changing. I'll tell you what it is. Here's the one thing I would ask for, and it's what I seek. It's simply to become more aware. That's the one thing I'd want more of in my life. In fact, it's my number one value in life, to become more aware. The more aware I am, the more conscious a creator I become. The more empathetic I can be to others, the more of a light I can be to others, the more I won't act like an ass. Because we all act like an ass at times, don't we? If you don't say you do, then you're lying. Because we all have qualities. All the qualities in the world are within us. We just deny that we have them. Lucid is a good word. See, the reason I use aware, Richard, instead of lucid is because as a teacher, I know I have to simplify everything down to the most simple level. This way I have a broader, more inclusive audience, students. Because many people, You would eliminate a lot of people by using words that are not common. If you think about it, what did they say? The president of the person who gets elected president of the United States in most cases is the one who speaks no higher than an 8th grade level. Because most people don't understand anything spoken at a level like that. So I've really toned down the way I talk. At least I think I have. I may not. I still may be speaking at 11th grade level. I don't know. Yeah, you do get, you can become more frightened by becoming more aware. And the reason is because all of a sudden you become different, there's a greater difference between you and everyone else around you. And then you have to become very, very comfortable with the idea of being alone, being an individual. But yet you came here as a unique individual. So it's real important to be that individual. Yeah, what a great conversation this is this morning. This is real. And I had no idea till 3 minutes before I got on this about what I would talk about. And I just wrote it. And that's what happens. I'll tell you, listen to that inner wisdom in you. It knows exactly what your next step is. But so often we try to rationalize it. Like, why would you write that, Lee? Why would you even think that? I don't even question that anymore. I write whatever comes through me because I know it's not me. It's something greater than me. It's that infinite mind that's speaking through me. So today at 10:30, I'll be talking about the 9th core concept in the science of mind. That core concept I'll be talking about is immortality. Yeah, that's a really good one to hit because that's where all fear comes from, the fear that we're not immortal, the fear of death. So I'll be talking about that. I have to go because I've got a busy, busy day today. But what a great time with you. Thank you. If you like it, share it. If you like it, hit the like button if you're on Facebook or YouTube, or write a favorable comment in YouTube. Do something and give back. Hey, make a donation to Agape. Support us. I don't often ask that, but we're out there and you can make a donation by going to agapespiritualcenter.com. You know what? No matter what you do, I'm still going to accept you as you are and not judge you. I love you. Have a great day, everyone. Jilma, miss you. Bye-bye, everybody.